after the bad news last week of the medieval barn conversion having to come to a halt at the moment, it was time to move forward and crack on with the renovation of the piggeries and stables area, so that by Christmas we would have somewhere comfortable to spend our first Christmas in our own home on the estate of the Chateau in France. Considering the weather has been so hot, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already up to 26 degrees and it's just going to get hotter. It's supposed to get up to 36 today. Not a good day for mortaring, but while we've got Carsten here, we want to try and get as many jobs done as we can, and as it's Monday, I don't have the restaurant to have to contend with, so I'm working with Carsten today. And the plan is, I'm just going to try and sort of make you understand whereabouts we are. So this is obviously the entrance into the bedroom area. This area here, let's go round 360, is going to be the bathroom. So this is the bathroom. The bath's going to be along this wall here, on the left here. Over in the corner here is going to be where the toilet and sink is. Doorway into the living area. In this corner here is going to be a big ballon cupboard. This wall here is what we've got to contend with today. So we are going to try to attempt to mortar this entire wall today. Now it is going to be plasterboarded so that all the pipework is hidden behind it. But it still needs to be mortared because we need to make sure the wall's stabilised. As you can see, there's some quite large gaps between these pieces of stone. I'm not convinced we're going to do this whole wall in one day, especially because of the heat, but let's give it a go and see what happens. And Carsten's just arrived.
Hello.
So, do you think we're going to get this done in one day?
I have to be the one believe it. So yes, I hope so.
Do you remember all your mortaring skills?
Yes, I think. And as you said, this isn't going to be exposed, so it might be easier. You're the expert, so.
It doesn't have to look pretty. It just needs to be for purpose.
Yeah.
So we can just shove it in.
Yeah.
So what are we actually doing here, Carsten?
I think we're trying to reinforce the wall. So just trying to get the mortar as deep in all the crevices and all the holes as possible. So it doesn't have to be neat. It doesn't have to be IKEA. It just needs to strengthen the wall. That's what it's supposed to do.
Why do you keep coming back, Carsten?
I keep asking myself. No, because as I've said so many times, I just love coming down and working on this place. But I love it. This is, for me, I'd rather be doing this than lying flat in the sun somewhere. I think it's hot enough in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I come here because I love it. I love the people here. I love the place. And I think the community, I get to learn more and more people. Like yesterday, there was an older couple living next door saying, why don't you come over and have a swim in our swimming pool? So, well, we're supposed to work, but we actually took off for a couple of hours, and that was I think people are different here. They're more into people.
Yeah, they're more into it.
They care for each other. They bring fruit and there's a lot more community. There's a lot more heart in people being together here. That's what I like. It's the way it's meant to be. Instead of being in a hamster wheel in your house, getting up next morning, go to work. So coming here two times a year, I can forget the hamster wheel.
So, we're 2/3 up, but the mixer's decided to give up the ghost. So Carsten's having to do it himself. Yeah, stop it.
Do you think it needs to be tilted upwards more than...
No, it shouldn't be, because otherwise then it won't hit the paddles and mix. But I do wonder if we empty it out and change. Is it mixing okay, or?
No, I think you can feel the lumps in the...
Well, the thing has lasted 3 years.
I think we should keep it going a little more than it
Yeah.
might be. Is that okay?
Yeah. It's only 3:30 and we have got this entire wall finished. Good piece of work there, Carsten.
Thank you.
So now the job is for Ted to join us and figure out how we're going to put the door frame in here with all this stone.
All this muck. It's going to go in, yeah, it's going to go in where I want it to go. In there. But I need to make it small enough to go in there. And then it's about, I'll measure the timber, I'm not sure how big the timber is, but yeah, it's just probably going to rest on the top of my head.
Right.
And so then you're going to have to be careful stepping up. But you're stepping into a room, head down. We're so used to ducking. It's not, you know, again, I'm not bothered. I really want a piece of this in there, because I think then you put the door frame in, and the door's going to be real small. The nice thing is when we raise the floor, we take that out of the equation, so it comes across here.
Yeah.
So the step that I build will be off here, and that will take that out, so we can have it as wide as that. I want to put a piece of wood in there that is the same as that there. So this stone is still visible. So the door frame will come over that stone, but the stone will be there. Because, you know, if you need to drill in or something, that's pretty good one to drill in there. It's a big piece of wood.
Where did this wood come from?
This is out of the beam, out of the piggeries. This is going back in the piggeries. This is going to be the top of the door frame. It doesn't need to be this heavy duty, but just because it came out of there, I like the idea of it going back in. And it's oak, and it's incredibly strong. I've just cut very badly with my new circular saw that wonderful French neighbours bought me for my birthday. Aren't they lovely?
They are.
Because I did some work for them and they wanted to buy me a present, and this is probably about the best present that somebody can buy, Teddy. A Makita circular saw. I've never had a proper circular saw, but a good quality one, and it's the absolute nuts. I've only just used it to butcher this piece of wood, but this is going to be slightly tapered because it's going to go in the wall that you have done, Lisa has done with Carsten today, and they're just the original hole where this came out is going back in, but it's a little bit tapered, so I've tried to take a bit of tapering off there to see if it fits. So that's well and truly under what I want, so hopefully it will slot in. And then the other end, which is gonna go, it's not particularly square, but I don't think that really matters. I'm gonna chop out lines like you do when you make half lap joint with this, so it can sit in the other beam, and then it will take the weight. Again, it's not structural by any means, but it just means that this is very heavy, and if you just screw it in,
You don't want it falling on your head as you walk through the door.
no, especially if you're on the way to the toilet, because you might evacuate your bowels at that point. And nobody wants to see that, do they? You might not get to the toilet because you might be dead as well. This is incredibly.
You've had a time lapse on for that one.
It's a very. It's well, I was thinking slow-mo might be quite good. You could keep winding it back and playing it.
Oh, I don't
Go
think
back up and down, couldn't it? Oh God, this is descending into madness. Yeah, so that's going to go in, but it's not going to. I just need a little bit more of it.
You want a hammer?
No, no.
Oh my goodness.
That's all it needs to do. A little bit over the top. It's almost level. It could go in a little bit further. Yeah, I think if I clean that up a bit. I don't need to do anything else because it's resting on.
Yeah.
You can hang on for that now. Look at that, look, laser level against it.
That's amazing. It's right.
Look at that. Good old Lasgoo laser level.
It's
And the machinist too.
Oh, obviously, and,
The operator.
and Ted, and the artist.
the artiste. Right, well, let's clean that up and get it further in.
That's brilliant. So, after 3 days of Carsten being here, God, we got so much done, haven't we?
It is brilliant to have him here. I can't believe what we get done. It's an amazing thing with just one more pair of hands, how much you get done. I've said it before, and if I had him for a month, no telling where we'd be. But yeah, so we've got, after, just want to say one thing, after this sort of bad news of last week, I just want to say a big thank you from both of us to all the love and support that's come flooding in from you people. It's absolutely brilliant. It not only is Carsten here to boost us up, but that just, you know, we were so humbled by the wonderful comments, and just your unswerving support of what we do, and thank you so much. It's been brilliant.
So when we received the news, it did take us down. It knocked the wind out of us because we'd got so excited to start that project with you guys. But now we've resigned ourselves to the fact that forget it. We've got to forget it now. We've got to put it in the back burner, move on. And it means that, and we did, didn't we? We sort of got up after, as soon as Carsten arrived, I thought, right, that's it. Get on with the next project, because there's so much here for us to do. So the idea is that the piggeries and stables will continue. You'll continue to see the work we do here up until Christmas and see how much we can get finished. I really hope we can get it done by Christmas, but let's see how far we get. And then January, we will start on apartment 4, back into the Chateau building.
Yep.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that will be, because I think we've got a good understanding of what we want to do. We need to do some planning, which is obviously you'll see all that, and your wonderful suggestions and all that sort of thing are greatly received, so we can go through all of that. But it's exciting times, as a good friend of ours would say.
So thank you all so much, and here's a big thank you to those of you that have made donations this week towards the cause and helped us save these buildings again. Thank you all so much. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.
See you on.
Bye.
Bye.
A huge thank you goes out to
Rob and Kirsten Catco,
Irene Maynard,
Jane Gendrew,
Judy Fletcher,
Bernice Farrell,
Kazza Carter,
Cindy Parkers and Ben Widdowson,
Lucy Diamond,
Joseph Parentu,
and Robert Jones. Thank you all so much for your support.
Cheers, people.
If you would like to hitch a ride with us on this adventure, then please check out our Patreon page. For just €5 a month, you can help support our project, receive behind the scenes footage, uncut videos, and have Zoom chats with me and Ted. Be part of the Monmania family on our Patreon-only Facebook page, or make a one-off donation via our PayPal page. All of the links are in the description. You will then know that your contribution helps to preserve a piece of world history.